Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om. I can start because the book that you mentioned, the autobiography of a yogi, really changed my life when I read it. I was an employee in an insurance company with tie and all this stuff. I really thought I cannot live like that anymore. After a while I went to India. I wanted to see the places mentioned in the book, and I went to Puri. I wanted to visit the place where Sri Yukteswar, the guru of Yogananda, lived. And there was a Italian nun, became a little friend, and she introduced me to a Polish father who lived for 4 years in a concentration camp, and he decided to spend his life in India and to help the poor. So he came to Puri. Puri is a very holy place because there is the Jagannath temple, so it attracts many tourists, also Indian tourists. That's why there were so many lepers around the temple, because they were begging. So he decided to help them and started a village for lepers. So after being in the concentration camp, the German government gave him a pension for being survived to that. And he used the pension from the German government to start the village. So usually the lepers, what I saw around the world, they are kept in hospitals mainly, but he decided to give them a home. The problem that we faced at that time was that the children, even they are healthy children, because they get medicine, all the parents, relatives, they get medicine and they all are healthy, let's say. But the children mainly, they are not allowed to go to a normal school. So we had to start a school for them. And we have a part of the school, there is a home for children without families, without parents. I would say 80-90 children live permanently inside the school. They are becoming the soul of the school, because it's not only a school, it's a home for them, but it becomes a home for everyone. It's so beautiful. You can really feel that. We have a program starting in the morning, starting with prayers. I would say 99% of the children are Hindus, even if there are fathers and sisters working there. So they start with the Guru Gita. It's very holy old scriptures from the Veda. And then they have Hatha Yoga exercises and some little short meditation also before the classes. Then we have all the educational part with different fields. We have a lot, we stress a lot on art. So music, acting, whatever, and also paintings, drawings, this is a very important field. And really, every time I go there, they are so happy to show how they can dance very nicely, how they can sing, whatever their spirit. And it's really beautiful because we had some competition with other schools, for instance. And there is, in Odisha, there is a very classical, very good classical dance. It's called Odisha. Our school, for many years, is winning the first prize because the children are so good in the classical dance, and it's really beautiful to see. They are dancing also Bollywood music, of course, because this is part of the tradition in India, who is really also a base for the whole program of the school. Every time there is some guest who is visiting the school, they're having a beautiful feast. They have music, they have dancing, and you really feel their souls are blooming when it's doing like this. language they speak in Odisha. It's their own language. They have their own alphabet, Odisha. But they have to learn Hindi, who is the official language of all India, and Bengali mostly because it's very close also. And then English. We have special English classes. Actually, last year there was a friend from Ireland who came with me, and the English teacher, she was ill, so they put him immediately at work. And it was beautiful because even he couldn't speak the local language, but through the English they could communicate very well and develop a good relationship. Who started the school, Father Marian, he really wanted to give this international feeling to the school. Our next step will be to change the school into an English school, so that not only English is taught, but I would say many other subjects in English, you see. Recently met a very old teacher who was one of the first teachers who was at the school, and she's a leper herself. So I discovered that another also teacher was a leper before. You cannot see the signs because they're taking the medicine. So they are really motivated, even more than any other person, since they themselves are lepers or have been lepers. They are really giving their life for the school. And this is so beautiful. It's really so beautiful.
And this love is transported to the children,
yes.
So they respect the children, the teachers much more.
Oh, true.
Because they can feel this love in the air. Right?
Yes, yes, so beautiful. And the teachers themselves, they are so grateful that the school has been started, that the school exists for these children, that really this is part of their life, really, really deeply. And we started like a small school, and we could cover from, let's say, the kindergarten to the 6th class. And it worked very well because after finishing the school, let's say, the children could find a work, a normal work in a normal society. They were accepted after that. It was very good because if you are a son or a daughter of a leper's family, you have really no future. Or you go begging, from your childhood, or you find some very poor job like cleaning tables in the restaurants or whatever. They are not even paid, they just get food and they can... I saw really at the beginning these small children, when they were closing the restaurants, they were sleeping on the tables. They had nothing. We have already some very good students and they have gone to the college. One is becoming an engineer in computer engineering, and he found a job in the States. Another found a job in Australia, got married in Australia. So you see, from a leper's village to have such possibility is something unbelievable only 10 years ago. I think this is the best to help not only the families, but the future of the family and the children. Now we are on the 3rd generation after the starting of the village. So there are children of the sons and daughters, and they are all healthy, and they all went to school. And really you see, I don't know here in Brazil, but in Italy, I'm coming from Italy, I always see the children, they don't like to go to school. I don't know here, but it's the same thing. But when you go to visit the school and you see the children, how happy they are, how they understand that through the education their life can change completely. You really see the faces glowing, It's amazing. It's so beautiful. I was a musician also before going to India, but when I arrived there, and I heard for the first time all the devotional music, how they are singing, and I really felt in love with that kind of music. So I couldn't sing and play anymore. So I really decided to change also that aspect of my life. And I became a Swami and going around and singing. We have many programs in the States, in Europe, in Germany, Switzerland, Austria, and this really is really helping the whole financial project of the school. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. I am love, I am love, pure love, I am love, I am love, pure love. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. I am joy, I am joy, endless joy. I am joy, I am joy, endless joy. Ananda Swarupa, Prema Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa. Ananda Swarupa, Prema Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa. Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om. Me lembre, meu Deus, me lembre, meu Deus, me lembre, meu Deus, quem sou eu. Me lembre, meu Deus, me lembre, meu Deus, me lembre, meu Deus, quem sou eu. Sou amor, sou amor, por amor, sou amor, sou amor, por amor. Me lembre, meu Deus, me lembre, meu Deus, me lembre, meu Deus, sou eu. Me lembre, meu Deus, me lembre, meu Deus, me lembre, meu Deus, quem sou eu. Eu sou eu sou eterno eu sou eu sou eterno Shanti Shanti Shanti
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.